So I was always super sensitive. Like growing up, I was always super sensitive. I would cry at someone looking at me the wrong way. Uh, but as an adult, I didn't know how to communicate why I was crying for no reason. I didn't know how to communicate um, if I was angry about something, if I was feeling down, because I always had bouts of depression since I was a preteen. But I just didn't know how to communicate it, right? And when I got in my relationship with my ex-wife, the first time that she saw me crying, the first time I was like getting emotional, I was like shying away. I didn't want her to see me, right? Fast forward, we get married, like I think 5 or 7 years later, we get married, and then um there was a point where there was a point where I noticed, and it's hard for me to even talk about it because I try not to like talk shit about her, but the truth is the truth, right? There was a point where I noticed like, oh, this is not my person, because of when I would need whatever. I didn't know at the moment when I needed, but when I was getting into those deep feels or whatever, and there was no type of no type of support, and the answer was like, I just don't, like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, but like a stone cold face, and like there was no empathy, there was no nothing. That's was my first that was the beginning for me. That was the beginning of feeling like I had to leave. And instead of physically leaving, I emotionally checked out. I checked out. Like I was, yeah. And then I lied to myself thinking that, okay, no, maybe it's something else or blah blah blah. But long story short, she was just not her own trauma and her own issues made her very emotionally unavailable and made her very avoidant when it came to emotions, and she never processed her emotions how I process my emotions or whatever. So when those times of like, hey, I need somebody to like help me with this, and not even help me with this, it wasn't like I was looking for anyone to help me deal with the thing. It just, I needed comfort, I needed to feel loved, to feel like everything will be okay. And I can find that in everyone else, but I could never ever found out in her. Like I never find out. There's never been a point where I felt like, oh, she cares about what's going on, and for years I would like lie to myself because I felt lonely, and that was there was one time I cried in bed, like I was just crying in bed, and I was just like, she's like, what's wrong? I was like, I just feel lonely in this relationship,